Good morning. Welcome to an episode of Open Air with Tom Remington, and that's me, Tom Remington. Hey, it's been kind of a rough morning around here in my office due to the events of the weekend. Now that it certainly looks like we've taken one more giant step towards socialism in this country, and I was sitting around and I dug this out. Okay, let's see if I can get that up there where I show you. And this is something, obviously, that nobody who works in Washington gives a rat's ass about anymore. It's called the Constitution of the United States of America. And if you watched any of the proceedings that, that took place in Washington, you should have come to the conclusion that there's nobody there who pays any attention to this document. Oh, they'll throw out, their claims, when it's convenient for them about how wonderful the Constitution is, and we must live by the Constitution. Well, I had to run a couple of errands this morning, and while I was out, of course, I'm not in the greatest of moods, as you can imagine. And so, at different times, I kind of let my emotions get the best of me. And so I was thinking, I thought, I was angry because I believe that one of the biggest reasons that Barack Obama was elected president of the United States is because of everybody's, or so many people's, hatred of George W. Bush for whatever reasons, and I'm not going to get into that. Don't care. It's history, water under the bridge. Time to grow up, people. It's time to grow up about a lot of things and face some reality. But anyway, so I was thinking, hey, this is probably one case where we can blame George W. Bush for socialized health care that's going to be crammed down our throat and liberties stripped away from us because it's mandated that everyone will be subjected to government-approved health care whether we want it or not, or face a fine, and who knows what all else. Among other things, and I'm assuming that will be challenged constitutionally. But then I got thinking about it, and because everybody was so angry and voted Obama, and now we're stuck with the health care. But it really goes much deeper than that. It goes back to here. And I'm going to be real honest with you. We live in a progressive society, not one that I care to participate in, because with the advancement of a progressive secular society, we've turned into a Sodom and Gomorrah in a way. There's no moral fiber that drives this country anymore. There's no focus on God. There's no focus on the Bible. Our founding fathers said that. That the only way that this document's going to work to guide this country and direct it into the future is if there is some kind of moral, fiber that guides this thing, and it's non-existent. Corruption is so deeply embedded into all of our society, and now it's really showing up in Washington. These people don't care. They think, we'll pass a law, and the president, he will sign an executive order overriding the law, because they don't know what in the hell is in this thing, nor do they care. And they're throwing our liberty away. And if this doesn't burn your butt, for the life of me, I don't know what will. We just, there is no law anymore. And at the rate we're going, and I wouldn't promote it, but the rate we're going, people will take to the streets, and it's not going to be pretty. When you hear people like Al Sharpton, for whatever he's worth, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, he's got his own following of idiots, coming out and saying, hey, when we voted for Barack Obama, we resoundingly voted for socialism. Now, I don't buy that. I don't buy that the people voted for Obama because they wanted socialism. I think they voted for Obama because they hated Bush so. And one of the reasons they hated Bush is because the man had some decency. He had some moral fiber in him, and it ran contrary to these people's lifestyle, that decadent lifestyle of sex, drugs, alcohol, whatever. That's all they care about. They don't care about their liberty. Someday they'll wake up and it'll be gone. And we're almost there now. We're almost there now. And I'm at a point as a Christian, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to render unto Caesar's that which is Caesar's and let them take my tax money and kill unborn babies? Am I supposed to do that? Am I supposed to sit here and let the government tell me what I can eat, what I can drive, where I can live, what I gotta have for health care, when I'm going to die, how much money I gotta spend so that some useless son of a gun won't get off his butt and get a job? Is that what I'm supposed to do as a Christian? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. I always wondered, what role will the United States play in the last days, being the greatest nation on earth? It's pretty easy to see that we won't play a role. We won't. So, as I was saying and got distracted, here is, saying that we could blame George Bush because we have nationalized, socialized, communistic health care going to be rammed down our throats. But in reality, okay, I listened to a woman on the news this weekend going, oh, no, you don't understand. The legislature is the supreme law of the land. And basically what she was saying is they can make any friggin' law they want to, and we all have to bow down and kiss their butts and abide by those laws because they're the supreme law of the land. Because they take a little piece of the U.S. Constitution and they pull out a piece that fits their progressive, liberal, secular lifestyle and ruin everything for the rest of us. Yes, the legislature is the supreme law of the land. But the law must be within the Constitution of the United States. And that's where we've gone wrong. And that's why it's too late now. It's too late. We've sat on our hands for so long now. And we let those useless, money-hungry people in Washington walk all over this, tread all over this document, and create law after law after law after law that runs contrary to the Constitution that's supposed to guide us. But you know what? That doesn't mean anything to anybody who doesn't think this is an important document. And there's very few people left in this country who do. Gotta run. See you next time on Open Air.